Hello class. I'm actually sitting in my car at my internship on my break doing this. I've learned a lot over these last, what seems like 2 years. I've learned a lot, but one of the things I've learned the most is no matter what your relationship is with the people that you come connected to, you still have to be a social worker. And that's hard because sometimes we take on the role as we're a friend, like to your coworkers, you take on that role as a friend. To the children, you kind of, to me, I feel like I've taken on a motherly role to some of the children that come to my center, and then the people that I work with, I consider them family. But at the end of the day, no matter what those connections and those relationships are, you still have to be a social worker. Social worker has to come first. And that was hard for me. I'll tell you a couple experiences. One of the experiences that I was very vocal about in class discussions that I had was that I became very close with one of my coworkers, went to her wedding, I could say one of my best friends, and she was sleeping with the client, and I had to report her. That was the hardest thing I think I've ever had to experience, is having to tell on a friend. Now, if it's different, if somebody's like, I don't know, I feel like it would be different if it was outside of me being a social worker. If I was just her homegirl and social worker wasn't my title, then it would have been a different outcome. But I had to report a woman whom I loved, had in my house. I know her children, I know her spouse, I know her family, she knows mine. And I had to report her because she had a inappropriate relationship with a client. That was the number one lesson that I learned in that. And what I've learned in that lesson is that you have to set your boundaries up front. And even like coming into a building, you think everybody's here social workers, they know, but you have to let them know, I'm a social worker first. The friendship, becoming a family, bonding, that does come, but I have to do my duty. And I lost a friend because she felt like I shouldn't have said something, but I mean, I took an oath to do this. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. So that was probably the hardest thing I had to do. I had a reporter. I had to go to different interviews it went higher than just my agency. I had to go to directors and to the top of my internship program. And that was very difficult. Another lesson I learned real quick is that coming here, I'm close with both sides. You meet the non-residential parent and the residential parent. And I became close with a lot of families because they're used to seeing my face. They like me with their children. And I had to call the police on a mother because she came to pick up her child drunk, she blew over the limit. And I see this woman every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and we sit, we talk. I understand her. I understand her situation. Me and the non-residential parent get along, but I had to call the police and then the way she looked at me like, are you serious? And I'm like, I'm a social worker. So what I have to do and make sure is that I am being clear about what my boundaries are and who I am. Like, yeah, it's okay to talk and have relationships, and even with the parent in the lobby, for us to laugh and kiki together. But I have to make sure that my role of a social worker comes first. So that way, if somebody does cross the line and I do have to do my duty, they will understand. Because for that mom, she doesn't talk to me anymore, of course, because I had to call the police on her, and child services came into it. And for the friend that I lost because she stepped over. So for now on, I know that no matter what, create your boundaries and let everyone know your role. And my name is Destiny Decker, and I'm a social worker, and I graduate May 17th. So I'll see you all there, and thank you for this opportunity and to be able to bond with you all.